for Wipro, IBM, and Cisco. So, and also I'm also a part of actually what for colleges I'll take the guest lectures like actually BNMIT, and then after that Hindustan College, like those things also. I'm also I train students on core Java and those steps. So today our session actually what I'm going to cover, this session is entirely about Java, Selenium, and then the related tools for it, and then the framework part. That's what we are going to entirely cover on this part. So today's session, I'm going to just give a small intro how Java, and then that is actually what write a program in Java, and then automate a scenario with Selenium IDE and then Selenium Webdriver. That is actually to just give a startup to you how things will be so easier when you want to automate something. That's the motto of this session today. That's it. Cool. So for everyone, my screen is shared and then my voice is audible now. If you have any queries over there, so you can ask me in two ways. One, you can chat through the window. Another one, you can unmute yourself and then you can ask me at any point of time. Okay, guys? These are the two ways you can communicate me. So right now I have put on mute on for everyone. So when you want to just ask me any queries, unmute yourself and then you feel free to ask me. Cool. Thank you. So today's, I'll just go with that. So right now, how to install Eclipse or Java and all those things, we'll start with the session. Today I'm directly going to write a program, and then what is variable data type, I'm going to take it for you. Let me start the Eclipse first. Okay, so now first I'll have a project here. So first I'm going to create a project. My project I'll have, then I'll have my environment 1.7. So these things you will learn later, no need to worry. Okay, so before going on to proceed with some session, I'll just tell you about actually how the session will be taken. So I have already forwarded to everyone about the session topics. So I'll just give a small thing. So how my session will go is actually first I will start with core Java. Okay, in core Java I'll cover all the things that are required for our Selenium automation over there, and then related to the interview level. So I'll cover everything. Then after that I'll jump on to the Selenium IDE. Then after that, I'll jump on to Selenium Webdriver. Selenium RC, I'm not going to cover anything. I'm not going to cover actually what maximum one program on the Selenium RC. That's what I'm going to cover. I'm not going to cover anything on behind that because no one is using currently Selenium RC. That's the thing. Then after that, I also will cover for you frameworks related to JUnit and then TestNG. Both the framework we used to cover. One with a keyword driven, another one with a data driven. These are the two frameworks I used to cover for you. Okay, so if you're new to this, actually no need to worry. Things are so simple and then easier for you. I'll make you that simple for you. And also some advanced Selenium tools like Ant, Maven, Jenkins, and also I'll cover for you GitHub. So why I cover actually what a little bit about advanced Selenium concepts also means the main theme for this session is actually what related to interview level, and then after that if you want to really work on some project over there, you should be in a stable position to continue on that. That's the main theme for this. So if I take, that's why I'm also gonna take some real-time application. Based on that only I'm going to help you to understand the framework concept over here. So this will help you, that is actually what, try to directly imagine yourself actually what, how you can apply the same concept in your application or to start up with your project over there. So that's the goal we will be achieving finally over here. So you have to show at least 3 years or more than 3 years experience on Selenium to attend an interview. That's level of knowledge I'll be giving to you for you all. Okay, so that's the main thing. This is what we will be covering, and sessions will be covered in a phase. a person who doesn't know anything about programming, okay, I don't want him to know actually what ABCD of the programming. From that level only I used to cover. So I'll take for each and every topic 3 programs. One program I used to explain. The rest of 2 programs I'll make you guys to explain in the class itself. Okay, so that makes sure that actually what when you're leaving the class you have understood it properly over there, and then when I give my assignments over there, then you will be so sure that actually what how to complete the assignment, so you'll be interested to do that one also. That's how I used to go. And documents level, if you see, each and every session has been clearly documented from my side. Every document has been prepared by myself. So I have taken actually what still now a lot of students over there. So where my students actually what really they come up with some doubts. Okay, that place only actually what I am going to help you. That is actually what based on that only the documents are prepared from my side. So you'll not be having any trouble when you're going to look do some assignments, or when when I want to prepare for some subject on that. Okay, so installation part, if you see, everything will be clearly documented with screenshots for you. So that also will make your life easier. All documents will be like with screenshots only. So I'm just trying to open, and some flow charts look like this. All documents. Okay, so it will be so easier for you to learn during from your side. That's how the documents. So a lot of documents are there. I'm not going to show everything for you. So it's like I'm just showing you most of the documents are actually what is being present with screenshots and all those things only. That's the thing. Okay, then when I'm going to explain you the program, okay, so how I used to cover there means session I'll be covering in a way that is, for example, if I'm going to take any topic, so I'll be mainly concentrating on how the memory allocation has been happened. That is a keyword. When I'm going to execute any statement in the program, for that a memory allocation will be happened at the backend. So why that memory allocation is happened, when that will be happened, and what it will be doing. So those concept is what we are going to learn in the session here, because once you learn that part, 70% of the any programming language deals with the same type of memory concept over there, memory allocation concept. That's what we are going to try here also. Clear, guys? Okay. So now things we will be learning in that phase. So for you, it will be so easier. That is when you want to execute a program, what's happening and then why that is happening, you will come to know. Then you will be understanding the programming concept so easier. That's it. Okay, so every program when I'm going to explain to you, so that will be taken in this phase only. See, I've explained these concepts to my students over there for the whole session. So all the programs, how the memory allocation has happened. So this concept I'll be helping you, so that will be more clear for you to go for that. That's it about how I will be taking the session. Now we'll jump on to some sessions. So you have any doubts on still now on how my sessions will be taken or how my documents will be shared? And everyday session also will be recorded and then will be sent to you on the same day for you. So it's like how I will be sending this is like actually what I'll be sending you in a way. So for example, so every session I'll be sending in this phase. So it's like actually what the session and then what are the topics I have taken for them. So I'll just go here for some sessions I'll take. So for that day, for you, I covered these topics and then the URL to access that one. And then actually I'll be giving some assignments. Most of the times I'll be giving you some assignments. So how the assignments, code files, all those informations I'll be giving to you in this place only. That's the main thing. How deep you will teach Java programming. So I am going to teach you core Java. Okay, core Java is what actually I'm going to cover you. So the thing is, that is how depth this means actually what it's mainly related to the interview level. And then when you're going to do automation, what are the things you will be covering over there? Most of the concepts I'll be covering for you. Okay, so it's like actually you'll not be facing any problem over there actually, but when you want to do any stuff over there. Okay, so it's how means 100% Java means it's been separated into 2 parts. 40% is core Java, 60% is J2W. J2W actually will be used by the developers, to develop an application, then 40% is core Java. In that 40% for us, we will be required only 60% or something, only for the Selenium for us to automate. But we will be covering little more extra. Why we cover it extra means because sometimes when you go for an interview, the person who is a developer, he also will come and ask you, take an interview for you. So he will be asking some questions related to Java. So that's why we cover a little bit extra for the interview point also. Clear? Good. So now we'll just jump on to the topic. So for example, so I created one project. No need to worry how to create a project, package, and then class, all those things. It's so simple concept. I'm directly going to explain your program. So then later on, actually, what you will be understanding it. Okay. So I'm going to create a package, something like sample. I'll just give. Then I'll give my class name, actually what? Understanding program. Then I'll select this default and main function. Okay, so don't need to worry why I'm selecting all those things. You'll come to know. So this is how usually a program will be written. Okay, so class, and then what's my class name I given, and then always a class will have a public static void main function. Okay, always it will have a main function. What is this main function means? From my side, if I have this main function, then only I can execute my program here. Okay, if I have a main function, then only I can execute my program here. So I want to print some hello world here. So that means SYSO. Then if I give control space, what will happen right now for me? So it will give me system.out.println. Then after that, I'm just going to print some hello world. That's what I'm gonna print it. So for that, I'll right click, run as Java application. Okay, if you want to execute a program, you have to right click on the program, run as Java application. When you give that one, that time for you, it will be executed. Okay, the shortcut to get that one means, okay, if you want to comment a line, that is you don't want to execute that line, you have to give /, then give SYSO. Okay, then if you press Control plus space button, you will get the system.out.println. Okay, whenever you type something, you can see a star mark, that means it's not been saved. If you press Control S, you can save the program here. So simple for me to execute. Say next SYSO, control space. I'm going to give Monday. SYSO, I'm going to give Tuesday. SYSO, Wednesday. That's it. So I'm going to print this one. Right click, run as Java application. See, hello world, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. This is what we have got over here. Clear? So the same thing now, I'll copy this. This Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'll copy. Then here I'll just give this SYSO. Then I'm just gonna print some dashes over here. Then I'll paste this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday here. So here what I'll do, instead of println, I'm going to give only print alone. That ln alone I'm going to remove. Now when I want to execute this program, right click, run as Java application. Can you see when I give println means, that is it prints the information and moves the cursor to the next line, then prints Monday. Then again prints Monday, move the cursor to the next line. Prints Tuesday, move the cursor to the Wednesday. Prints Wednesday, move the cursor to the next line. Then print these dashes, move the cursor to the next line. When I use println, prints the information and move the cursor to the next line. When I use only print, so this time it will print Monday and keeps the cursor here. Tuesday keeps the cursor here. Wednesday and keeps the cursor here. Okay, so that's the difference between print and println. So why I'm saying this means we will be using these little small concept also in Selenium very much. Okay, so necessary for us for Selenium also. Okay, and when I'm explaining actually what about the topics. I'll also relate to you actually what in real-time situation, and then which are the things that are really helpful for you in the interview level and then in the Selenium concept level. Okay, I'll be telling you those concepts, so you will have a good understanding on that one to put more effort on that. So anyone has any doubts, guys, on this part? Anyone has any doubts? Okay. So for some of them actually you already knows Java. So you just be with me for some time. Okay. So I'll be coming to your phase very soon. Yeah. Okay. Now, how a program will be written. So just I'll show you. So simple. So class ABC. Then always a class will have a main function, public static void main string arguments. That's it. Any information that you want to print, okay, that should be written inside the main function only. You cannot write it outside over there. Okay, this is how we can write it, print it. Okay, so this is how normally a program will be written and then it will be executed. Clear? So this is about Java. There are a lot of things to learn. So right now I'm going to stop with this. So simple for you. That's what I'm going to do. So then we'll see how to automate, okay, a login scenario through help of a Selenium IDE. So if you have any queries, stop me, guys. So for Selenium IDE, I've already installed that Selenium IDE. I'll directly open. So the installation part, all those things, I'll help you soon. So if you see Selenium IDE for you guys, so I prepared a clear documentation. So if you see the first page will give you the basics of automation, why automation is necessary, advantages, disadvantages, what are the tools that are there, and what test cases to be automated, what test cases that cannot be automated. Then about your Selenium IDE, advantages of all the different Seleniums, RC, IDE, WebDriver, all those stuff. Then how to install your Selenium IDE with screenshots I given you. Then how to confirm that Selenium IDE is installed. Then after that, this Selenium IDE tool. So what are the things that we have in the Selenium IDE tool? Everything is with screenshots, and then I have written that information. So easier for anyone, if they see this document, to learn Selenium IDE is so easier. That's how I prepared this document. Okay. Okay, I'm just going fast. Okay, I'll be sending you guys actually what all these things very soon. So next, I'll go here. So I'll just compare this one also, so it'll be easy for you. So now I want to install the Selenium IDE. Okay, so in case if I want to install the Selenium IDE, means I have given the link over there. So go to this link. So this place. Then after that, if you see, click on the download tab. Okay, so click on the download tab. Then after that, sure. Why are we choosing Java program over there? So the thing is actually what Selenium totally supports 7 languages over there. So if you come to the documentation, you can see. So Selenium totally supports 7 languages: Java, C#, Python, Ruby, PHP, Perl, and JavaScript. These are the 7 languages it supports, but most of them prefers Java. Why they prefer Java means actually what at initial stages actually what everyone started to use Java, because before actually what 10 to 15 years, 10 years before and all. So the same developer who is automating the application, who is actually what developing the application, he itself used to write the automation scripts also to automate the application. So that time Java developers were more, so everyone started to work on with Java. So if you Google and then if you want to search something using Java, actually what you will get more answers for your questions. So it's so easier for everyone to start with Java also. That's the main thing. Okay, that's how actually what Java has been used widely in all over the places, and all over the country, I can say. Okay, sorry, all over the world. Okay, so then after that later on, actually what they given the different languages. So Actually, why this languages has been given means, actually before I told, so all the same developer is used to automate the application. So if I'm a Ruby developer, I prefer actually to automate my application through Ruby because I know Ruby. So I don't want to learn another language and then to automate my application. That's how these other languages also came into the industry over there. But most used by Java, and a lot of things actually what which you that is everything can be achieved by any every language. But the thing is actually what with Java finding a solution is so easier. That's why everyone prefer Java here. Clear guys? So then after that, I'll go to the download section. Then I'll search for the Selenium IDE. It will be there at the bottom. So Selenium IDE. So here I need to click from addons.mozilla.org. So that's what I given here. From addons.mozilla. Then I'll be getting this section. Here when I click on this add to Firefox. Okay. When I click on this add to Firefox, though that time, see, it will be asking you, can I allow it? Okay. That means now the installation will start. So install. Then I need to restart now. That means my browser will be closed and then it will be open one more time. That's it. This is your Selenium IDE. This is how you have to install your Selenium IDE. Nothing more than that. See? Now once it's been installed, you can see at the top right corner, your Selenium IDE icon will be present. Another thing, if you press Alt button, you'll be getting the Tools section. Go to Tools, you can see Selenium IDE here. Otherwise, under the Web Developer also you can see the Selenium IDE. Now when I click on it, it will open me the Selenium IDE window. That's it. It supports IE and Chrome. So the thing is, Selenium IDE supports only Firefox browser alone. After that, Selenium RC and then that is from Selenium RC and then Selenium Webdriver only, it supports different browsers, IE, Chrome, and then Opera, Safari, all those browsers it starts to support. IDE supports only Firefox browser. Okay, that's what the disadvantages or one of the disadvantages actually why they move to other Selenium RC and all those stuffs. Okay, so now I've got my that Selenium IDE. By default, my Selenium IDE will be in the recording mode. Okay, so now when I start to record this, so right now can you see this base URL is right now there's some other URL. So now when I want to start my application, when the recording will be start means when I start to write some, that is when I start to work on with some element, that is text box means I need to type something, checkbox means I want to click on it, link means I need to click, button means I need, when I do some actions on an element, then only the recording will be started. Okay, so now I'll start to type admin. See, now it started recording over there. That is when you perform an action on an element, then only your recording starts over here. So I've typed. So now can you see when I type admin, it's giving me two commands has been recorded. One is open, another one is type. So what's happening over here means, see right now, open. So before that here, base URL, http murli-pc. So can you see the URL which is there in darker color, that has been taken as a base URL. Then the remaining URL has been taken as here as a sub URL. Okay, this will be called as a base URL. This will be called as a sub URL. That's the thing. Okay, then now I have written some information over there in my text box. So if you see, I have written admin. I'll just reduce it. See, I have typed admin over there. So for that, the command is type, target is what we'll see. What is the value is admin. Okay. Then after that, now I type admin. Next, I want to record over there. That is my password. I need to type it. So I'll click here. Manager. Now can you see? Sorry, I need to go. So the okay. So it's type manager. Then next to what I need to click on the checkbox. Then I'll need to click on the login button. Then finally I need to click on the logout link. So if you have any confusions, please let me know. logout link. That's it. So I've recorded it. So everything got recorded. Now I'll stop the recording. Okay. Now we'll see actually what is this target over there. Command, if you see, I want to open the URL in this browser. It will take this URL and then this URL. Both will be concatenated. That is, it will be joined. Then it will be entered in the Firefox browser. Then it will type admin into this text box. Then it will type manager into this text box. Then it will click on this checkbox. Then it will click on this login button. Then finally it will click on the logout link. That's the thing. So right now I'll take this alone as click and wait. So we'll see why later. I have recorded. Then I have stopped the recording. Now we want to execute it. Can you see this place? We have play current test case. This is play entire test suite. This is play current test case. Now when I click on it, see what happens. See, it has typed admin manager, clicked on the login button. Now it will click on the logout button. Everything has been happened very fast. So I want to reduce the speed, means here I have an option for to reduce the speed, fast and slow mode action. Now we'll reduce it. If it's executed successfully, it will be giving in green color. Total number of runs are 1 and there are no failures. I'll run one more time. Play current test case. See what happens. See, whenever it's executing that line, it will be in yellow color. See. And log out. So now I'll execute one more time. See. Enters the URL. Now it will type admin manager. Click on the checkbox. Click on the login button. Then finally click on the logout link. So now how it will identify, there are two text boxes here. How it will identify in this text box, I need to write my username admin and then my password here as manager. So for that only we need this target. Okay, this target will give the property information of an element. This command will give you what is the action that I need to perform on the web element. That is, I need to open the URL. I need to type this value there. I need to type this value there. I need to click on the checkbox. I need to click on the login button. Then it will take some time to load the page. When I click on this login button, it takes some time. So I need to click on the login button. I need to wait for some time till the page load happens. Then I need to click on the logout link and then I need to wait for some time for the page to load. So this is all. So this is a command will give you the action that need to be performed on the web element. Then target will give you an information to identify what is the property of the web element. Okay, gives the property information of the web element. Then value. So this will give you admin and manager over there for me. So that will give me. So it's likely what is the value that I need to enter into the text box over here. That's it. Clear, guys? So now where you will get the property information of the web element. So right click. Usually you guys will be getting right now inspect element alone. So I'm clicking on this inspect element with Firebug. I'll tell you how to get this Firebug later on. So now we are there in the HTML section. So always any page you go, there will be HTML code will be written for that. Okay. So there will be an option called inspect. Click on that. Then when I click on this tick box, can you see this is the property information of the text box here. So in that we have name is equal to username. Can you see? That is what it has been taken here. Name is equal to username. Because of this property only it's able to identify in this text box I need to type admin. Same thing now. If I inspect this text box, password text box, can you see? Here it has name is equal to PWD. Okay, that's the thing. Then here ID equal to keep logged in checkbox. So if I inspect that checkbox, that will have ID is keep logged in checkbox. Otherwise, I can also give name is equal to remember. Anything I can just give over there. Then same thing if I click on the login button, can you see ID is login button. Okay, that's the thing. Same thing for this is how we can get the property information. Clear? Anyone has any doubts, guys? Also, please let me know if I'm going fast or something. Please let me know so that I can control my speed. If I'm going too slow also, please let me know. According to that, I can just control my speed and then make you understand properly. Anyone has any doubts on this? Okay. So this is about how to automate a scenario with Selenium IDE. Then I have automated it. I want to save this test case, means what I need to do means, so just go to file, save test case as. Okay. Each and everything has been considered as a test case here. Save test case as. Then here, for example, I'll go to this place, Selenium class codes. So new code, I'll just go here. Then I'll just give here my login scenario. I'll give the test case name as my login scenario. I'll copy this location also. Then I'll save it. So can you see the test case name right now it's been changed as my login scenario. Then if I come to this location, can you see it has been saved as an HTML document. If I double click on that, same information, what are the things that has been recorded over there, the same information will be given in the HTML view over there. That's it. Okay guys. So now I'm going to the next one. So now we have got this information over there. Same thing, how to automate with the help of the Selenium Webdriver we'll see. So now to work on with Selenium Webdriver, I need some jar files. So I'll let you know later how to get the jar files and all. So right now I'll add this library section, add external jars. I've already actually extracted this 2.531 jar files. Open, add external jars. I've added some jar files over there. My Selenium demo. Then I'll have my main function over there. Click on finish. So now I've got my main function. Okay. So I already told you I can write my code in my main function only. So now from my side, what is the thing right now? If I want to work on an automation using WebDriver, first thing is what I need to open my Firefox browser. Then I need to enter the URL. Correct? So I'll just Google it. So it will be easier for you also how to Google it. So open a browser in Selenium. I'll Google it. We'll get the code syntax from the Google itself. Jar files added to JRE or Selenium. So the thing is, when I add a jar file, you can see a new section called reference library will be created. Under that one only, all your jar files will be loaded here. All your jar files will be loaded. So I'll tell you actually what is this jar files and all those things, guys. So it's so simple. Okay, right now actually beginning stage, so I don't want to go for much deeper on that. So that's why I directly just added that alone. Okay, it's so simple. I'll help you on that one very soon. Okay, so that's what your question is, Shravani. Did I answer your question? Okay. So now I'll go to the first URL. I'll right click, open link in new tab. Just I'll open one or two tabs over there. So now I'll come here. So if I come down a little bit, can you see? This is the code to open my browser. Can you see? WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. Then this is the code to enter the URL into the browser. So I'll copy both. So now I'll paste this one. So now I get some errors over there. What is the error mean? See, when I mouse over, it will be asking you, please import this WebDriver class from this package. So org.openqa.selenium. Then Firefox driver. org.openqa.selenium.firefox. Okay, that's the thing. So these are the two things we will be getting it. So now, where this actually, these things comes over there means, if you see from the reference library, we have the Selenium jar files. Under that one, we have a package here called org.openqa.selenium. That's the thing, org.openqa.selenium. In that, we have a class here called Webdriver. So now in this class, what are the methods, and then after that variables, and then some constants, all those things are there. Everything I can access is over there to this class. That's the thing. That is, when we import a package, I can access all the members of that class. That's what we are doing over here. Okay. So WebDriver driver equal to new Firefox driver. We have got it over here. Then after that, hello Google. I'm just printing it. Then driver.get http google.com. So now what will happen right now? It will enter the URL into the browser. So right click, run as Java application. Always actually what? It will be accepting the URL which help of a HTTP protocol only. You cannot directly give www.google.com. So now it will open the Firefox browser, because I'm giving Firefox driver. Then it will enter the URL into the browser. See, open the browser, enter the URL here. So usually when you give www.google.com, so it's like HTTP. Why actually the URL is coming like this means, whenever I enter this one and then when I click on enter, that will be giving this URL like this. Okay, that's the thing. So I'm able to open the browser and then enter the URL. Now I'll try to enter my information. So I'll copy, replace with my URL. Then after that, from my side, so I have written this. I enter this URL. Then after that, next, what you have to do means, so from our side, I need to enter the username and then the password. So you already know how to get the property information of that one. So I'll Google it. We have seen actually what, how to Google, open a browser in Selenium and then how to get it. So type a text in the text box. So it means I can just give automate text box in Selenium Webdriver. So I'll just give simply how to type in text box using Selenium Webdriver, automating different input fields. So I'll open these two things. So I'll come here. So this is the text box is trying to automate. I want to type in this text box. So for that, can you see the code? So driver dot find element. Okay, this thing's actually what we will come to know soon. So this one they have written in this way. So it's easier once you know that. So right now I'll just see some easier code if they have written. Checkbox drop down text box. Yeah, this is text box. Okay, so for that, can you see driver dot find element and then the locator. Locator is actually what, the property information of this one. Okay, so I can just give the locator information like actually what, in a way, driver dot find element by dot ID or something. There are 8 different ways I can identify an element. So in that, I can go right now. This one is having name and then class. I'll go with name over there. So I can write the command. So I'll copy this code. So driver dot find element by dot ID, it's that one. So driver dot find element here by dot name I'll just give. So if you see how I can write means, so driver dot find element by dot name I'm going to take. So if you see, there are different things it can accept: class name, CSS selector, ID, link, name, partial link, tag name, XPath. These are the 8 different ways I can identify an element. Right now we have a property there called name. So I'm trying to go with the property here, name. I'll go click on that. Then what is the name I need to give? So that information always should be given in double quotes. Then if I go to my application, the name is what? Username. So I'll take that. I'll copy that username. Then if I want to type some information for that, the shortcut is send keys. Then what is the value that I need to pass? It's admin. That's it. Now it will type it. This first step, it will help me to identify that element. The second step, actually what, it will help me to enter admin into that username text box over there. That's it. Then next, driver dot find element. Then again here right now this is actually what, password text box one. So for that I can take this. Again name is equal to pwd is there, so I can take name is equal to pwd. So driver dot find element by dot name pwd, again dot send keys. Then I can just give here as manager. So it will type. Then after that I want to click on the checkbox. So inspect it. So input ID equal to keep logged in checkbox. So now I can go with help of the ID. So driver dot find element by dot ID I'll go keep logged in checkbox. So this is a checkbox. So for the checkbox, the command to click on it is directly dot click. So these commands, what we need to use, all those things, I'll help you over there. It's a so simple concept over there. So it's like actually what, everything is as its own commands. So I'll help over you to understand that concept and all very soon. So it's like actually what are the different ways to identify an element, to launch a browser, to enter the URL in the browser, to close the browser, different ways to identify an element. Then after that, elements found on browser, text box, text area, drop down, all those things, you have to use send keys. Checkbox, video button, link, image link, you have to use click. Then if it's a different type of drop down or multi-select list box, you have to use select class or send keys or click over there. Okay, so for that, each and every type of element, what type of action you have to use, that one I have mentioned over here. So this one I'll be forwarding to you to make your life simpler and easier to work on that tools. Okay, so now it will click on this checkbox. Now I want to click on the login, this button. So for that, ID is there. So again, I'll just go. Otherwise, I can also go with class name also. I'll go with class name right now. The class name is initial now. Driver dot find dot element by dot their class name. So class name is there. I can take that one in double quotes. Then dot. So it's a button type. So it's a click. That's the thing. Sorry. Yeah, close it over there. That's the thing. Extension. That's the thing. Clear, guys? Anyone has any doubts on this one? Okay. Are you clear? Little bit you are able to understand. So what I'm trying to say for everyone, is it clear? Okay. So now I'll run this code. So right click, run as Java application. So always when you want to execute a program, right click, run as Java application. When you click on it, see, it will help me to launch the browser. That is, the first line will help me to open the browser. See, it will open the browser right now. Opens the browser. Now it will enter the URL. Then types admin manager. Click on the checkbox. Click on the login button. That's it. Then finally, if you want to click on the logout link also, you can do it later. That's the thing. Anyone has any doubts on this today's session? Any doubts for anyone?
Yeah, Murli, this is Lokesh. Can you hear me?
Yes, Lokesh. Hi, Lokesh.
Do we have any rules like which has to be validated first? Like, do we go directly to text box or do we validate anything on the page, like title of the page or something? I mean, do we have any rules like that?
Yes. So usually when you come to the framework level, so always there is a validation. What the validation means, for example, when I log into the application, how I will be sure that actually what I have came to this proper page. So for that, I'll take some element over there. Okay, I'll take some element. Based on that element, if it is present, that means I navigated to the proper page. Okay, this is how I used to validate from my side I came properly to that page or not. Always validation is mandatory for us, because then only we will be sure that actually what we are working on it. When we are going to click on log, that I'm going to create a customer, that's my application. So for that, if the login works properly, then only create customer will work. Okay, that's it.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I know we do that, but do we discuss that all rules, like which one do we go first, and how do we make entire page? I mean, how do we make ourselves clear that we covered an entire page so that all the test cases are covered and stuff?
That is actually you're if I'm right, actually you're asking in a way, for example, in this page actually what you have around some several test cases, how you will validate that you have automated all the test cases. That's
Yeah, I'm asking like, do we have any rules like that? So I mean, so that first you need to validate this page, then go to this place, then go to this place, or do we write our own rules? And I mean, do we discuss that in our course?
so how that happens, good question. So what is the question over here means, so from my side, do I need to validate all the elements over there in this page or not? So it entirely depends from my side view. Okay. So the thing is actually what, why I'll tell that actually what it depends on me means, because I'm the person who knows my application well. Because we cannot automate all the scenarios over there in the application. Why? Because right now we are in the agile methodology. In agile methodology, what is the thing is, so what are the things that has been right now actually what we are manually testing it, that should be automated on the same iteration itself. Correct? So from my side, what I will be doing is, what are the scenarios we have got it, we'll try to automate. That is, try to cover all the different possibilities, but don't need to cover everything. Why means, because it's unnecessary for me. From my side, manually you can test all the things over here. But automation level, actually, what we will be covering the basic stuff and little bit extra information to make sure user friendly for the customer. That is actually what customer side, which are the functionalities you'll be using it, all those things should be automated. Not the nook and corner cases. We cannot automate all the nook and corner cases, because from my side, every day I'll be running my suite. So suite means I have around 500 to 700 test cases, means all the test cases I'll be running it by morning and then evening from my side. So when I'm running it, if I find some any errors, I'll be clearing them. To run that one, it will take some time. If I'm going to have a lot of test cases on that, so it will become as a junk for me. So that's a problem over there. Okay. So from my side, I don't want to have a lot of junk data. Only automate only valid scenarios alone. That's the thing.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Clear, yes. So anyone has any doubts?
So is this WebDriver the latest automation test tool, or do we have anything in market
Cool.
recently after RC?
Yes. So right now, Selenium has totally three versions. One is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, and then Selenium Webdriver. Selenium IDE and then RC has been outdated. Right now, no one is using. No one is using this. Actually, what very 5% or some persons only using it. That is, they have already automated the application through RC, and then right now it's there in the maintenance stage application. So those persons, they don't want to again change the entire code over there to WebDriver. So they are still proceeding with the RC. Then right now, actually, what all the applications which are newly started or already working right now currently, they are working with WebDriver. So right now, WebDriver is the one which will be used by everyone. Okay. So now in that two types of frameworks are there. One is JUnit and then TestNG framework. TestNG is right now actually what perfectly built for the automation tool. So everyone uses TestNG right now. Compared to the JUnit, TestNG has more functionalities, and then after that it's user friendly also. Reporting structure is good. All those things actually what test engine now started used by everyone. Okay, so in that page object model is one of the good concept over there. Okay, so most of them prefers page object model right now. So we are also going to work on that page object model only, right? Clear, guys? Any doubts for anyone? Okay.
How many days will this course take total, including the basic Java concepts and stuff?
Sure. So totally we take around 5 to 6 weeks over there. So most probably like about 1 month, 1 week, or 1 month, 2 weeks. So the last 1 week I'm saying over there is depends on the student interaction. So it's like actually from my side, I take every day 1.5 hours, but even though I cover 5 weeks, why means because from my side, I told you, I want you guys to leave the session once you understood the proper concept, then only to leave. So because actually what it's like, I teach a program, then I will make you to explain a program. So that way actually what you guys will be very sure that actually what you have understood all the concept properly, then you're leaving for the day. Then if I give some assignments, so you'll be so clear to clear. For example, I'll be giving the assignments like this. So if you take Java, so I'll be giving assignments like this. It's so simple assignment, not be that much complicated assignments I'll be giving you. So at the initial stage I'll be giving. So write a program that should have 2 static variables, 2 non-static variables, print those in the main function. Okay, like that. So create a local variables and then print those information, like that information. Then after that, find a number is a prime number or not. Find the numbers from 1 to 100. Then Fibonacci series, factorial, like those things. Okay, so we will be some examples of, because these things are very important over there when you go for an interview. So I will be explaining something. The same thing actually what will not be coming in the interview for you. So that's why we'll see some scenarios over here and then some things I'll give you as an assignment. So this gives you an idea when the interview gives you some information. So you'll be very sure that actually what, how to try and then to get the output for that. Same thing if you come to the WebDriver part and all those things. So I'll be giving you assignments like this, uploading a file, so handling web tables. So go to this application and then print the names and runs from the innings table over there. So auto suggest, go to this yahoo.com, enter the text in the auto suggest, use your mouse over action to click on that element. Everywhere make sure you should use WebDriver wait. That is, you wait for some elements for that. So like that, I'll be giving you more assignments for that. Then something with flowcharts also. So I'll be giving you a flowchart like this. Based on this, I want you guys to write a program. This is the thing. So all these assignments, when you can do means when you're sure that actually what you are, when I make you understand the entire program properly, then only you can do the assignment. That's the thing. Yes, actually, it's like we have some Selenium certificates outside over there, but actually those things are not that as like actually what QTP certification. Those are all actually QTP is actually what something like a valid certified thing. For Selenium is like actually what their websites actually they have the certificates they're providing over there. It's not that officially this is actually what very much valid over there. That if you have it, it's like somewhat good over there. That's the thing. It's like website provided, not that actually what Selenium guys actually they are providing that certificates over there. Okay. Okay, cool guys. So with the, is it possible to schedule the training at 6 a.m.? So I'm not sure because 6 a.m. actually most of them will be in a sleepy mode. So that's why actually I start from 6:45 a.m. over there. So that's why 6:45 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. is what the session I used to have. So today is the demo session. When the class will start is the class will start from coming Monday. So that is from 7th of November. From 7th of November will be the class will be starting for us. That is actually what coming Monday in another 3 days. So timings will be morning 6:45 a.m. to 8:15 a.m. So I'll also send you the session topics. So in case actually what if anyone have not got the session topics, please send me actually what to my email ID. Just send me actually what or you can just send me your message over there. So like I will be sending you, or you can send me your email ID. Yes, I'll be sharing the meeting recording also to everyone. So you can just have a look on that one also. Everyday session will be recorded, will be sent to you on the same day itself. Okay guys. So if anyone needs your session topics, please send me a message so I can just forward you one more time over there. So otherwise, most probably I'll be sending you to everyone. You can have it. Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. That's it. Anyone has any queries, or else we can close the session for today.
Actually, I have one question. This is Rama.
Hey, hi Rama.
Hi. Actually, in the WebDriver, I saw that we are like writing the hard-coded text, but I
Yes.
just want to know, can we like get the, like when writing test cases, can we get it from the Excel, or besides like hard coding from other applications as well?
Yes, superb. Yes. So when you come to the framework level, we don't hard code anything. So everything is actually what we have to send it through an Excel sheet or something, notepad, something like that. So we will be covering that part also, because that is one of the very important topic. Because when you come to the framework, we have to always we'll be sending the information through an help of an Excel sheet only. We'll be covering that part.
Okay, thank you.
And also there is cases like this also. So if you want, so you asked this question, so I'll just cover you this part alone. It's so simple. I'll not take much time, guys. 2 minutes alone. I'm just going to execute some code. That's it. So it's like from my side. So it's like actually I have some web table. That is actually what in my application I have some table, web table over there. I want to read some information from there, and then I want to store it over there in an Excel sheet. So that part also what we have to do it, because that is also actually what will be there. When you read some information and then store that information in an Excel sheet, that also will be doing it. I'll show that. Don't scroll me, just 2 minutes. I'll just cover it. So for example, yeah, it's there only. Okay. So I'm not going to explain the code. So for example, this is my application. So this is my application. So usually you'll be facing these type of scenarios only, most probably in your I want to application. So this is my web table. So I want to print what are the information that are written in this table. I want to have it over there in an Excel sheet. So for example, if this is my Excel sheet, just got stuck. So see, there will be an Excel sheet like this. So I want to store it in this. So I'll delete all these things. So I'll save it right now. So right now this Excel sheet does not have anything. So now when I run this code, what should happen is it should go open my application. Then after that, it needs to store that information over there. See, it opens the application. Then it needs to read everything over there. See, then after that, I'll be printing all those things. Print all those information. So everything, what are the things I'm there, I want to store it over there under this Excel sheet over there. So how to do that one? For that one in this code, so we'll be seeing these type of things also. So let's stop it as of now. So half of the information will be written. So I'll stop it as of now. Please. If you run this, entire information will be printed. So can you see? We have to print like this. So this is also an important scenario that we will be seeing always in our application. Clear? This is what your doubt, no, Rama? This also.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Cool, guys. Thank you. So we'll again meet up on Sunday by morning 6:45 a.m. Indian Standard Time. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for coming, guys. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye, guys.